Alright, so Hyrule Warriors Age of Imprisonment has a ton of good characters, and today I'm going to be ranking each single one from worst to best, seeing which one is really good or if it's really bad. So first we're going to go ahead and start off with Zelda. Zelda is actually the first character you unlock in the game, and at start she just has pretty basic skill sets, but as you play more in the game, her skill sets definitely evolve a lot more, with definitely a ton of cool moves using the light abilities and recall. And she also does a pretty good amount of damage and definitely has a good variety of moves, and overall is a really good character. She's not extremely good, but she is pretty good. But for this, I think she overall pretty much deserves an A tier. I feel like would be reasonable for Princess Zelda. Although, yeah, I feel like probably A tier. She is pretty good. She isn't the character I main, but she overall is a good character with just all her abilities and combos. So I might give Princess Zelda an A tier on this list. Now, next we have Kalamo the Little Korok. I honestly love this guy. He's probably the second character I mained besides the Knight Construct. But basically, he does have a pretty good move set. He just has a basic sword, but a lot of his moves are pretty cool because he uses elemental fruit like the fire fruit and ice fruit. But there is also not too much to him other than that, but he is a little fun little guy. I do love his personality, but his moves aren't too overpowered and crazy, but he is a great character overall. I think I'm probably going to also put him in A tier with Princess Zelda. I feel like that is also a good spot for him. So we'll go ahead and put little Kalamo right there. Next, we have Minoru. Minoru, I actually really liked a lot. I think she's pretty awesome. The one attack I used a lot was that combo where she actually turned into like a giant Zonai monster truck and was able to ram and like run over all the enemies. I loved this attack so much and kept doing it. But I will be honest, other than that, the rest of her attacks aren't too great. They're okay. But other than that one attack, she is a really good character. So I think overall, she might also be another A tier, which, I mean, we are giving them a lot of A tiers so far. So I'll go ahead and put Minoru right there. Next, we have Rauru, and he has a crazy moveset. His spear, and he does a ton of other like light and time abilities. He is really good character overall, and I feel like he also does a lot of damage, and his range of his spear is also really far. So he is also a really great character, and his special move is also great. So I think he might actually deserve an S tier. So probably the first S tier on our list. I'll go ahead and put Rauru up there. Now we have Rafika, I think was the name, or Rafika, something like that. He actually kind of disappointed me a little bit. I thought he'd be kind of like Rivali from Age of Calamity, but the problem I had with him is that his moveset wasn't really that great. There's some cool things, but it wasn't really that unique at all. Like, Rivali had two movesets, one for when he was on the ground and one when he was in the air. I mean, even Rafika, I feel like he didn't even use his bow too much. A lot of the attacks were just, like, swinging his feet or, like, hitting. I don't really know. He didn't feel too great to me. That's why I'm going to feel like I'm probably going to give him a C today. It might be a little low, but this is just how I felt when I was playing him. Now we have this guy. So, okay, I'm going to be honest. There are a ton of characters in this game that I'm going to be honest. They're just useless and forgettable. So, I'm going to put this category just up. Forgettable. Yeah, probably that. I mean, I'm going to be honest. These characters like Bratton, whatever this guy is, I really did not really care about these characters at all. So I'll go ahead and just put a bunch of them in here, and maybe we'll put them up somewhere else later on. So yeah, that is a good amount of characters. Unfortunately, not really good ones. But I will say, Pinnock, I think this is a guy, there's a Rito that used a spear. I'm pretty sure it's him. I honestly liked him a little bit more than Rafika when using him, so I might think I'll go ahead and put him at C. I think it's this guy that he had a spear. Yeah, he actually had a more interesting move set than Rafika, which was actually Sage, because you never got to play as a Rito that had a spear before, and he was actually kind of cool. Rest of these guys, like, I didn't really care about them. Typhon was okay. He's just a basic sword fighter, and then I never really got to play as these other characters. Next, I'm probably going to go ahead and do Kuya. I think she was actually a pretty good character. Nothing too special. Well, actually, yeah, I'd say she is a pretty good character. A lot of her like water moves were cool, and she did a good amount of damage with her spears. Also, I like kind of like the spears because they're really long range as well. So overall, I think she is a pretty good character. I might also put her in another A tier with all these other characters. So yeah, I'll go ahead and put her there. Next, I think, what was her name? Yeah, Artie, I'm pretty sure was her name. I actually really liked her a lot as well. I feel like her lightning attack's really good, and I really like the sword fighter characters in general, just having like a standard sword. She was actually pretty good, and I don't know why, I just really liked her moveset a lot and the lightning abilities, even though I didn't get to play her too much. I honestly think I want to put her in A tier, but I feel like we already have so many A tiers. I also feel like, though, she's too low for B tier, so I might even put Artie in an S tier just for now. I might change it later, but I'm not entirely sure. This is just what I'm going to do for now. And anyways, we have the Night Construct, or also known as the Mysterious Construct something. He is basically an identical moveset to Link, but I'm going to be honest, it's probably even better because he uses Zonai devices as well. He is just, I think he's just really sick. He might even be cooler than Link, I'm just going to be honest. I definitely mained him throughout pretty much most of the game. And I also loved his combo attack he had with Clamo, where he like basically turns into a plane. Which even in some of the missions, he's just like a plane and you shoot like missiles. It's really cool. But yeah, he's definitely an S tier straight up. He is really cool. And his moveset is also pretty good as well. And I'm just ranking him with his normal sword move. I know you can change his moves from like spear and two-handed weapons, but I've never actually tried that out. So I'm just going to say his sword for now. I don't really know what his other moves are. So yeah, now we have Agriston, I think was his name. He was a Goron Sage, and he was okay. Also, another problem I had with a lot of these characters, they weren't too unique or special. I mean, he just did have a couple of fire moves, but other than that, they're pretty basic. His roll moves, like where he rolled around and like trampled a bunch of enemies, were also kind of cool. But yeah, he's overall just kind of a mid character. I feel like he deserves a B tier. I mean, overall, his personality is cool, which I will say a lot of these characters, like Rafika as well, their personality is just cool, but I'm mainly going to be doing this based off of their moveset, and their moveset just isn't too interesting in general. But yeah, we got these. I think all these guys, I'm just going to leave them here except this guy. And then, yeah, I think Artie and the Night Construct and Raru, I'm going to leave them all in S tier for now. And this is just my opinion. This is going to be it for today. I think this is a pretty good ranking. Let me know if you guys like the game and how you would rank this, or if you do it differently. Definitely let me know your opinion if you choose them differently. But anyways, that will indeed be it for today, guys. I hope you liked this video, and make sure to leave a like and subscribe because it'll help out a ton. But anyways, bye guys, and see you in the next one.